Is LeBron being a crybaby, or is it being officiated unfairly?
All right, before we get to talking about this, how about we play a clip from Papi talking about it before the show so we can just get his opinion out of the way real quick. Let's just look straight ahead as they play that.
He's complaining. He said he drives to the basket and he doesn't get the call. So now he's going to get all the whistles in the next game. Every time he goes to the basket, they're going to whistle, even before he does anything. You watch. That's happening.
So before he does anything, before he even takes on the court, they're going to give him 4 free throws during the anthem?
That's right, because he's shitless scared of LeBron.
Who's scared of him? Who?
Silver is the guy that calls his shot.
Silver is scared of him?
That's right. He tells the referee every time, if you think that he's going to the basket, just blow the whistle.
Okay, thank you. Now for the math of this equation. Steph Curry is taking 6 free throws per game. LeBron James, spending more time in the paint than he ever has in his career, is also getting 6 free throws a game. Here, if they lost at home to the Spurs yesterday, is him complaining about it.
I think we're at a point now where we protect the shooter more than the driver. I mean, there's no reason I should be going to the line 4 times in a game when I drive 100 times to the paint. I'm getting hit and slapped and grabbed and whatnot. So, but we protect the shooter. That's what it's turned into. Chicks dig the long ball, and that's what it's about.
Here's the thing about LeBron being officiated poorly. It's always been true. It will always be true. He is the strongest perimeter player out there. Guys bounce off of him. Maybe they don't call fouls. But what's also true is that his peak free throw numbers were during his peak athleticism and before he developed and really refined that outside shot. Of course, a guy in his 15th season, no matter how much time he spends in the paint, is going to get less of those calls because he doesn't have the same athleticism. So when he complains about this following a home loss to the Spurs without Kawhi Leonard by double figures, it looks whiny. And it looks even whinier when he throws out the ridiculous theory that refs are protecting the shooters more than the drivers, as if they didn't have the capacity to do both.
Confidence is the last thing to go, and the mirror is the last thing to know, because LeBron James is used to getting calls when he goes into the paint. He is playing as hard as he can now, trying to compensate for some of his team's weaknesses by going to the paint this year more than he ever has in his career. He's expecting to get those calls because he's always gotten those calls, so he's got to be frustrated that Steph Curry is getting as many free throws as he is per game because he's trying more aggressively to get them than he ever has. We know that's right.
I'm getting angry when I drive to the hole.
We had already gotten my father's thoughts on the matter, but you have some bonus thoughts there.
Just a summary.